Lionel Weintraub was born in 1920 in New York City. After completing James Madison High School, Lionel went on to study at Cornell University. The son of a butcher, Lionel made use of the school's state-supported animal husbandry program to help pay his way through college, though in his heart, he really wanted to study English. During the Depression years, family finances forced him to return home to finish his BA at City College in Brooklyn. He graduated magna cum laude, earning a Phi Beta Kappa. Lionel continued on to graduate school, attending Penn State for a master's degree in English literature. He had every intention of beginning a college-level teaching career after completing his PhD, but the need for a temporary summer job changed his life's plans forever. In the summer of 1941, Lionel asked the family of his college sweetheart, Betty Katz, for a short-term job to tide him over until fall. Betty's father was one of the owners of the Ideal Toy Corporation. Ideal's famous founding was the result of a letter to Teddy Roosevelt asking for permission to make the original teddy bear. This innovation was followed by the great success of the Shirley Temple dolls during the Depression years. In 1941, Lionel's request for a temporary job at Ideal turned into a lifelong career, stretching to 1983. There was a brief hiatus during World War II. Lionel served 4 years in the Army, rising from private to captain in Army intelligence. Lionel's life took another happy turn when he married Betty, and together they had 3 children, Barbara, who married Stuart Sims, Richard, and Mark. There are now grandchildren and great-grandchildren. Lionel's 2 sons and son-in-law became Ideal's 4th generation of toy executives. They are still working in various areas of the toy industry today. During the time that Lionel arrived at Ideal, the first 2 plastic injection molding machines were installed. They were purchased to make plastic doll heads and body parts instead of the composition used for so many years.
It was an exciting time then because injection molding plastics just came in for the consumer, and you could make great items using molds.
Lionel quickly recognized the use of plastics as a great material for toys and games as well. Though not a designer or inventor himself, he was a man with the vision and imagination to recognize what would be a good toy or game when it was presented to him.
I was very anxious to meet Lionel to show him some of the items that I came up with. He was very, very receptive, but more than that, he was friendly.
Lionel became president of Ideal in 1962 and quickly took the company public. He built a company known for its TV advertised hits.
My brother's testing his Evel Knievel sidecar. Look at it jump!
This is the Evel Knievel stunt and crash car. Just unlock the catch and it's set for the big crash.
Now I'll really show him something. Evel's heading right for the rock. The rock? Wow! Evel's still strapped to his seat and going.
The Evel Knievel stunt and crash car comes with Evel Knievel. Assembly required. It's from Ideal.
Ideal was a large manufacturing business with a 1 million square foot factory and warehouse in Newark, New Jersey. True to his roots, Lionel made sure he had an efficient manufacturing management team. Ideal ran 72 injection machines, 12 blow molding machines, 15 rotational molding ovens, and 30 assembly lines. Games like Rebound and Battling Tops were completely assembled at the molding machines. The European operation was also known for being second to none. Lionel was also pioneering in his work with the first professional toy inventors.
I first met Lionel back in 1967 when I started working for Marvin Glass. And Lionel was responsible for the success of Marvin and the independent toy designer as we know it today. He was the only manufacturer that extended his hand out to Marvin and independent toy designers looking at their ideas and creations. He was a dear friend to Marvin and a dear friend to our company, and I am delighted that he is finally in the Hall of Fame.
He recognized the genius and skill of people like Marvin Glass, EDDY GOLDFARB, and ROUBEN and worked hard to forge close relationships with such talents.
He was truly like a mentor to me. He encouraged me to stay in the doll business because once when I showed him a game, he turned around to Marvin and said, in his characteristic way, he says, I think this kid should stay in the doll business. If it wasn't for Lionel, I wouldn't be here today. Or I will say, on behalf of other toy inventors, many, many successful toy inventors, if it wasn't for Lionel, we wouldn't be here today.
During his tenure, there were many big hits. Some of his favorites were Mr. Machine, Mousetrap, Battling Tops, Toss-Across, Kerplunk, the Chrissy Dolls, Rub-a-Dub Dolly, TCR, and of course, the Evel Knievel line of toys. And perhaps best known, the Rubik's Cube went on to become a worldwide phenomenon.
In 1982, we had some offers to purchase the company. My father had been having some health difficulties at that time. So, due to the success of Rubik's Cube, we were at the peak of our earnings and we felt it was a good time to sell the company. My dad retired after the sale to CBS, and he spent the rest of his retirement wishing he was back in the toy business.
After the sale of the company, Lionel retired from the toy business to enjoy a more leisurely life until his death in 1994. As a testament to the man and his work, many of Ideal's greatest hits still sell in large quantities decades after they first delighted children.